Hi YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play SimCity on Sundays. So right now I am taking a quick peek at my neighbor's city. So as you may know from my last episode, I started a whole new public region. That's why this is a new series that I'm counting down on. And I have one person so far who has claimed a city in the new region. I have claimed two myself. Richland Valley is one of mine, but Prosper is the first city that was claimed by someone that I actually don't know. They just kind of found my region and just started playing in it, which is fine by me. So I just took a quick peek at their city, and now here I am back at my second city. I started recording this series by building out this second city, Richland Valley. I had already built Richland Hills, which is right next door, basically. And basically, I've never played the public version of the SimCity yet. I have been playing in the sandbox mode with my previous series, as if you recall watching any of those. And so this is the first time I'm actually building a city, and here I'm taking a look at Richland Hills, which is was my initial experiment, because I hadn't played without cheats in this game ever, and I'm not just talking about this version of the game. Oh yeah, I have Max's mansion, whatever there. So I have Max's man in the city. So this is the first one I built in the public realm of the new SimCity, and even in all the older versions of SimCity, I've always played with cheats. And I can't play with cheats in these public games. You can only play with without cheats. You have to basically play honestly. So I'm building a lot more slowly than I usually do, and I'm taking my time with everything. And here I've got some road infrastructure up without anything going in them yet, but I was trying to get ready so that I can build. Let's see, I think oil is what I'm going to be doing in this particular city. Is I'm going to be pumping oil, and here I'm just kind of doing some zoom ins and taking a look at some of the neighborhood and the homes that people have built here, just to kind of take a look at what my little city looks like. I have no schools, and I have no money to build schools. Eventually I'll build schools, but I don't think I have a demand for them yet, so. And my money is still in the positive. I'm still making $7.73 an hour, so that's a good thing. I'd like to eventually get that higher, but you know, one thing at a time. And here, finally, I'm going to start letting some industry move in up here on the hill. And as you can see, I only have one windmill and my wind power station. And I'm just kind of building out some roads now for some more industry up there. Eventually the town's going to get too big and I'm going to need more power. But for right now, it's enough power. But it's not going to be forever, so I'm going to have to kind of keep a close eye on that. It's going to warn me about that. And here already it's warning me that I need a medical facility. But yeah, I don't have enough money. So my city's making money, and there we go. See, I put in some industry, and they're moving in, and they're paying taxes, and so I'm now generating more revenue. So I should be able to afford the health clinic fairly soon. But now here I'm taking a look at my taxes, and I'm like, okay, what do I want to do with my taxes? So I'm just kind of playing around with it, and here I've decided, so low income is doing 9%, medium income is doing 10%, and high income is doing 11%. I don't want to overtax my high income because I don't want to scare them out of the city, but at the same time they can help generate more money for the city. So I'm letting them take on a little bit more of the tax burden, just a tiny touch. Alright, and so now bus depot, that was another thing that people complained about, so I went ahead and decided to build that first. And just kind of building out the bus stops, which thankfully aren't too expensive. Trying to get buses to and from the residential areas and the industrial areas, so that people have a different way to get to work. You can see also going up here into this region, because there's only the one road. Well, there's two roads up, but most people are only taking the one up into this area for work right now. So I wanted to see if I could alleviate some of the traffic by putting bus stops up there. Alrighty. But the cities, it's coming along nicely. I mean, like I said, I am working on it very slowly. I really have to be careful, because you can see how much money I have left right now, and because of all the bus stops and things I put in, I've spent a lot in here. I'm getting really close to broke again, but get a few more people moving in, and hopefully that'll help that situation. And now they're complaining about the medical facility, and I'm like, oops, I forgot about that. But that'll have to wait until I have some more money. But here we go. The new residents are moving in fairly quickly. New homes are popping up. I tend to play on cheetah mode a lot, so I tend to play with the game in like extra fast. Because things happen pretty slowly, and yeah, I have this one issue with the edge scrolling. Every time I try to click down on any part of the net, you know, like on any of the icons and things, if I'm not careful, I just scroll, do a jump scroll, and that's not healthy, not conducive. But anyway, I kind of like the edge scrolling though for when I actually want to use it. That's why I don't turn it off. Alright, so yeah, and I said no thanks to that for right now. I can always change my mind later, because it'll always pop up again. Alright, so Prosper just upgraded to a city hall from a town hall, so they're doing pretty well. That's pretty cool. I know I want to build oil. Yep, you can see where the oil fields are. And trade depot is another thing I'm going to need. But I really should save my money and build that medical facility when I have a chance, but I eventually get around to it, I know that. But things are moving right along. A little bit of traffic here and there, but nothing too crazy yet, so as traffic starts getting worse, you know, you can always upgrade your roads, which is nice. You don't have to tear down the roads and build a new road. You can just upgrade them where they are. So that makes things. I just did that. I just did an upgrade there. It just makes it a lot easier to just do an upgrade of the existing road. Now, if you go from a 1-lane to a 2-lane, it obviously kills any buildings that were along the road to begin with, but people seem to rebuild. I say people, Sims. My Sims seem to rebuild fairly quickly if I do that. I've played around with that before, so they seem to forgive you for having to demolish their business so that you can have a better road system. And yep, I think I was just looking to see if I was okay still with power. Always want to stay on top of things like that. Alright, so I can finally build a medical facility here. It's about time. And that starts upgrading buildings across the street from it right away. People are like, oh yes, we could be healthy now. Alright, so now I'm kind of upgrading my streets a little bit. And I'm going to be wrapping up this game pretty quickly for the time being. And I will be coming back, and we'll see how the development of this region goes with the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next week, take care. Bye-bye.